bridges and stuff there. Ready? Okay, we've now left Newark Penn Station. Now we're headed through Newark, New Jersey, as it borders up with Elizabeth. The next point of interest that we're going to see is to stop at Newark Liberty International Airport. This stop was created approximately 15, perhaps 20 years ago now, as Newark Airport grew in size and the demand for the public to get to and from the airport without having to drive because parking and automobile becomes such a nightmare. So we're now rolling right past Newark Liberty International Airport.
And the speed is, we can see 80.
80. Yes, 80 miles an hour.
And it is smooth as silk.
Newark Airport is built largely on top of what used to be called Waverly Yard, which was a main yard for the Pennsylvania Railroad for many, many, many years. At one point, the track actually elevated here. As you can see this hill here, that was called number 1 track. And there were tracks that went underneath it. You'll see the opening in just a moment. You get trains in and out of Waverly Yard. For years, the standard operating procedure was for freight trains to operate on the outside tracks because of all your factories and industry were close to the rails, and your passenger trains operated, unless it was local, on the inside. Well, pretty much now, that rule still holds to play with Amtrak and the local carrier, which is called NJ Transit. The local stuff operates on the outside, and the Amtrak operates on the inside rail. We're now going through the city of Elizabeth, New Jersey. We just went past what's called North Elizabeth Station. In a couple of moments, we'll be going through Elizabeth itself. This part of the railroad was elevated approximately 1903 as part of what was called the Grade Crossing Elimination Project. Here at Elizabeth, you'll see momentarily, the Pennsylvania Railroad crosses over the old New Jersey Central Railroad Company of New Jersey's main line. There was a wreck at one point, roughly around 1901, because of the signals, so it was deemed that it was necessary to eliminate the grade crossing. And in just a moment, if you want to turn around, you will see the clock tower for the old Central Railroad Company of New Jersey. That clock was recently restored in the past 10 years, so unfortunately we're not going to see it because there's a local train in our way. Well, perhaps once we get past the local, if you swing to your right very quickly, you'll see it. There it is. That station was built in approximately 1898. The Central Railroad Company of New Jersey ran from Jersey City all the way out to Allentown and Scranton. Now, as I said, Broadway. We'll join the Broadway main line of the Pennsylvania Railroad. 4 tracks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They all right.
It's okay. We have right out here, track 8, track 4, track 3, track 2, track 1, and A track. So actually we have 6 tracks right now. A and B track were designed primarily for servicing industry and local stations. You will not see any control towers anymore, or switch towers, as the railroad has moved away from anything manual as far as switching operations go, unless it's an extreme emergency. So the days of the tower operator looking out, waving to the engineers the train went by, are long since gone on the Northeast Corridor, at least between New York and Philadelphia. The towers, a few of them still stand. The one at Broadway, which is called Union Tower, we will be passing in approximately 5 minutes, still stands. It will be over my shoulder. We have already passed by what was called the former Hudson Tower when we were rolling through Harrison and Kearny.